Hey guys, I am SeiferKatt. Today I want to talk a little bit about the Arcen Humble Bundle. It's recently come up and it's got some really good games that I really recommend you try out. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you some of them, just to show you sort of what we're looking at and basically to convince you that this is totally worth your money. So first off, we're looking at Titleist. It's a great little game. It's a puzzle game and it's fun, but the reason I bring it up is probably one of my favorite puzzle games. I finished the story, somehow, almost, and the story is massive. Like, there's a lot to it. It's like a little bit of a story. The adventure mode is large, and there's a little bit of a story, but there's also a lot of special blocks, and each special block, each level tells you what they do, and it's basically just like you get a flow of bricks, there we go, and they just go along, and they connect, and then that's how it works. You just clear bricks. In fact, I've already stuffed this up because you can only clear so many red bricks, so probably don't want to clear red bricks. I probably screw this up entirely. Let's try to avoid clearing red bricks. Oh crap, cleared more red bricks. I've just cleared more. Okay, this is not how you play this game, guys. But either way, this is what the game is. And so, it's like any other puzzle game. The blocks come down, you match the blocks. It's like a match 3, except, not the Bejeweled type. But it is really fun. I probably haven't sold it very well, admittedly, but it is a large game and certainly worth your time. I mean, at some point in the game you get into dark zones. That's not a dark zone at all. Okay, that just throws me back to that screen every time. Where are the dark zones? Show me the dark zones. I think the dark zones are right further back. Okay, there we go, dark zones. So the dark zones, there are suns and moons and bricks, and it has to go sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, like that. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a combo going. Oh, that should work well. That wasn't quite what I wanted to happen. Oh well, sometimes it doesn't work the way you had it planned. This should work. See, and then some blocks fall off. And, it's a simple game. It's very simple, but I definitely think it's worth. What are they charging? At least this one's of the pay $1, get the game. Well, it's definitely worth $1. Let me tell you that much. But it's a good game. But then again, I like arcade games a lot. So that's what Titleist looks like. It's not entirely exciting. I mean, it's a puzzle game. There's not really much more you can say about that. But of course, let us go next to Skyward Collapse. This is his most recent game, or I say his because there's one guy mostly in charge of Arcen games, but it's a very interesting game. The point of it is you are the overall god between two sides. They have their own gods, but you are their god's god, if you will. And the goal of it is not to wipe one side out, but rather to make sure neither side wipes themselves out. But still, both sides do enough damage to each other that you get souls. You get points if they wipe out each other, as long as they don't fully wipe out each other. So you want a really constant battle going on. And right now in this game, blue is kind of screwed. They've got some barbarians in here, level 4 barbarians. I don't remember how that happened, but these guys are ripping everything apart. Because sometimes bad things happen. And bad things happening is very the basis of this game. So I'm just going to go in turn and just show you how the combat looks, because the combat does not look good. But there's a whole bunch of stuff you can build. You can increase the resources of your towns, which is needed. Build military structures. Place, mythological units. And then as the game progresses into round 2 or round 3, you start getting gods. This game hasn't gotten to that stage, but that's what you can do. So we'll go in turn and, so the combat is not amazing looking. I mean, they just sort of move into it. I mean, look at that amazing combat. You can see him just destroying buildings. People are dying. That building is getting the shit beaten out of it because of that level 4 bandit. That level 4 bandit's going to... Well, never mind, he ran to a Cerberus. But, yeah, so the game is not highly exciting to look at. But what the game lacks in looks, it definitely has in style and strategy and gameplay. And the good thing is each game will probably take about 3-4 hours, I estimate. I could be wrong on that, but I was playing an easy game before, and so it's the sort of game you could probably play in a night, maybe 2 nights if you're playing a longer one. And there's a whole bunch of ways that you can make it interesting, and one side will get really strong, so you make, red side will get really strong, so you make blue side strong, but then blue side's too strong, so you can't stop blue side with red side unless you spend a few turns. That's what this game's all about, and it's really quite interesting. It's not a fast game. If you're looking for a fast-paced game like Civilization, this isn't it. And I say Civilization mostly as a joke. It's nothing like Civilization, but I just want to say that it's a turn-based strategy game, and it is rather slow-paced, so if you want more an action-paced game, this is probably not your action-paced game. But it is still definitely worth a look if you're into strategy games. Also, let's go to main menu. Cool. When you're starting a game, much like AI War, which is another Arcen game one, there's a lot of difficulty settings. You can choose your difficulties, you can choose your map types, you can choose how often random disasters come. Random disasters is what makes the game interesting. Because, bandits come along and they're really strong, you're like, fuck, how do I stop these bandits? Or red loses a town because of a random event, and it's just vicious. But that's the fun of the game. And also, the Humble Bundle does give you the third race, the Japanese. So you've got a little bit more, quite a bit more playability with that as well. So definitely look at picking up the slightly more expensive version of the Humble Bundle to get that expansion, and to get this game as a whole, because the game's the one that paid above the average. But I definitely think that Skyward Collapse is a good game. I sort of stopped there. I forgot what the game was called. That's a good start. But yeah, I definitely suggest Skyward Collapse as a good game. And check it out, guys. I mean, it's really fun. But speaking of games that are really fun, let's have a look at AI War Fleet Command. This game is my darling. You probably know this. I have loved this game since I played it when the Zenith Remnant came out. It's just bloody fantastic. You probably already know I love this game because I'm currently doing a video on it. And hey, there's a link to it. Let's put the link right here. There it goes, there's that link, great. So you can check out my videos if you want to know a little bit how to play, because this game, it does get kind of vicious. Let's just load Oh God Why, it should give you some idea of what's going on. This should be, I don't know where this game's at, I've just clicked a random save. Clearly things are probably going bad, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so I've sort of expanded and there's things going on, but yeah. This is AI War. It's a very large game. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of randomness in it, but there's a lot of strategy in it as well. So it's definitely worth checking out. This is actually a multiplayer game, I've just realized. Who was I playing with? I don't know who I was playing with. Oh, okay. This is like our multiple player game. For some reason I call it Oh God Why. But I think we were about to attack the AI homeworld. We were looking at it. We were trying to figure out how to do it. But yes, this is AI War Fleet Command, and I mean, I'm probably not going to do it justice here because you can probably find out much more about it if you go and check out my Let's Play, but do check that out. Valley Without Wind was a game that came out, and the thing I like about Arcen games is the guy in charge of Arcen games looked at the game and went, you know what, this isn't quite what I wanted. And he made the sequel, and he gave the sequel to everyone who bought the original for free. Because he said, this is not the game I promised, but I don't want to harm the people who like the original. So he made the sequel, which, it's more of a 1.5 is my opinion. But he made that for free. Now, to be honest, I never really got back into it. But you've got to respect the company where they say, this is not what I offered, I am going to give them what I offered. And you've got to respect that. They've got, integrity. And in this industry, the games industry, how it is at the moment, integrity is very good. It's something we do not see enough these days. So, definitely look at supporting the guy. He does put out great games, and AI War, I mean, it's getting more expansions all the time, and AI War, I mean, the game's huge and scary and all that. I mean, I love AI War. I will never say otherwise. But, yeah, check out the Humble Bundle. Definitely check it out, because it is well worth your money. As I said, I can't speak so much for the other games because I haven't played enough of them to be able to fully recommend them. But I do recommend these games. And if not, I mean, $5.80, come on. $5.80 for 3 excellent games, and some games that I myself haven't really played, so I'm not recommending them, but $5.80 for 3 amazing games is definitely worth it. And then you get other games as well, so, you know, games on top of games. What more could you really want? I have been SeiferKatt, as usual, and I am recommending AI War Fleet Command, Titleist, and Skyward Collapse. And I'll see you guys next time.